We should be back live right now. Welcome back, guys. So finally, we kind of like get some sort of like confirmation on the downside, but really, it's really hard and it's pushing back here. I could consider going for a long here. I know it's very risky and I might be too late. But if we're selling below, it's a short. If again we're selling below, it's a short for me. It's very risky right here in the short time frame. Like lower highs, it could come back. I'm not saying it's gonna come all the way back. I'm just saying it's not really. Yeah, looking great. Like we sold off from highs of almost 200 back to 20,900. And then we're pushing right back. Same system we saw yesterday. Nothing have changed. Might consider scalping the market and then take a quick short. I know they could push it to 170 or even 200 or even 300 worst case, but I could see this as a good short opportunity. I'm going to take a short here. It's very risky. Do not copy. It might gonna be a quick scalp. Let's just exit this one here quick at 15, 17. Quick little setup here. Looks like it should come back. I'm doing another short here at 18. It could actually sell all the way back to where it came from. It could also push up. It's gonna be fun to see. I'm gonna exit again this one here. No, I'm not able to exit. Okay, I got out there 11. So did some two trades here, quick scalp, very light positions. Not really any risk to me. I'm just taking whatever the market can give me. I'm not saying I do not want to short it. I actually want to short it. So I'm actually going to go back in short here at 15, 16. Nasdaq is also selling off. So we did not see any push above. We actually see a kind of like break below. So that's why I opened a short position. Again, it could push up. We have to respect the market. And we cannot live with hope. Could like to add more to this one here. If Nasdaq starts selling below 40 and I see progress, we might also come and see some progress here. I think it could stop at 150. So I think a good stop loss could be 155. I'm not super sure if they're going to push it all the way back to 175. I think they could push it to 150. I'm moving my stop loss to 175 and then I can add more to it once I start seeing some selling pressure, and I can always exit this one here. But again, it's not really hurting me. Nasdaq could push up, it could come all the way back. So I'm aware of that. If we push above and we start seeing some progress like we did yesterday in the morning, then DAX might also rally, and then I might not add to it. I could see the DAX turn around and come back to 21,000 pretty quick. Back to here, right? So there's like 130 points in upside probably. But again, giving it some time, lower highs, tricky. If you're gonna sell below here and really start making some progress in the downside, is a quite interesting day today. It could be a good day if DAX choose to sell off. It could also push all the way back up again. I'm not saying it could not push back. That's also why I have my stop loss placed in and I'm not going in that heavy. They could hold the market here and they could try to push it back. So just be aware that they could push everything back. Okay, I'm still short. I'm thinking about exit is short here. Let's exit this one here, just quick at 10. It might be the wrong exit. I'm just gonna wait a little bit because it could push back, okay? That's also why I exit this one here. So all 3 trades, small trades, nothing really risky here. You know, it could push up, it could also sell below. So it's kind of like testing right now. If we're going to see a big push, we will see a big push above 500. If not, and it's not selling off, I could consider going for a short. So the overall setup for this DAX this morning would probably be something like either it's going to push to 500 or either it's going to come back to 21,000. Right? So if we can go short, I'm going to go short here again here at 25, 26, 24. Opening a short again here, I think it could come back again to 105. But again, I'll exit this one here, guys. 114. Again, a lot of scalping. This is just to grow the accounts at 200, 300k, right? So this is not really like the strategy that we should be using always. There's different strategies you could use. You could hold them a little bit longer. You could also trade on 1 minute candlesticks bar. And that's what I basically do. I open and I close like pretty quick, right? It really doesn't matter what price you're looking at. Just make sure it's actually the contract. Let's see. Let's look like we're pushing up. So we don't want to fight the DAX. Like the DAX could easily push back to 150 and rally, and I understand that risk. It's also pointing up on the short time frame, so it could push to 200 or even higher, okay? Slow morning. Big push from lows of 40. It's weird we do not see any push on DAX. It could come back to here first before they're gonna push it. So I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna push it down a lot and then they're gonna push it right back again. So I might consider going in for a short, a little bit heavier short, maybe 25. I'll do a very risky position here at 95 to see if this is going to continue. Let's just exit short time here around break even. Not super sure. They could push it back. So what I expect is we're going to sell below and sell off a lot, like very quick, like a big pushback. So the overall idea of going short is actually correct. So I think they're going to take many stop losses out. It's very risky. I might lose in this one here, so I'm going to short it again here. I want to see if the big push is going to come, maybe down to where the stop losses should be, and then they're going to push it right back up again as we saw yesterday. You can always add to this position here, but again, it's a heavier position and it's pretty risky because you can see the Nasdaq is pretty strong. It's moving up, but I could see that it's going to sell back to 21,000. We saw exactly the same setup yesterday. There's no difference from yesterday and today, and then it just not did anything really. So that's what I'm expecting, a big push down. If we get a big push up, I just have to live with that and accept the risk. So that's the risk that I'm taking here. So I'm currently like risking quite a lot compared to what I can make. And here you have to do a possibility like, will it really come all the way back up or will it like sell off? There's a chance it's gonna sell off. There's also a chance it's gonna push right back as we see right there. I'm gonna move my stop loss and I'm gonna add to this one here at 18. Let's see. It could really push it up. So we have to be very careful here. But I'm not super sure how they really want to push it and how high they should push it. They could push it all the way back to 200 and I agree with that. And I might get taken out here, I think. I have a feeling that they could push it up to 200 and they could sell it back. It's tough to see what they're really gonna do here. I have a feeling they're gonna push it to 150 or maybe 165 and then they could potentially dump it on a short time frame. We saw that yesterday. We saw exactly that setup yesterday. I'm not super sure. I think I don't know if they could see your stop losses, but they really want to push it and take you out and then push it a little bit higher and then take the rest out and then dump it. That's how it works. So my stop losses here, they might get hit for no reason. So I might consider moving them. Beautiful push on NASDAQ. To lower the risk, I'm gonna exit this one here for break even. The ones I open, I still have one left with a larger minus. It's just they could really push it and they could trigger. So I just exit the one I opened to, right? And I exit that one, and you can also exit the number 2 you opened. It's just, I mean, if I move my stop loss up here in both position, I'm gonna risk maybe 4K. It's not really worth it in this market here. And there's no news coming in, I don't think so. But yeah, it did what I expected. You should consider maybe exit around here because they could push the market back. They're not stupid. They're not just gonna give you the money. They're not just gonna lose their money to give them over to your account. Okay. So if you can, you should try to exit this one for break even. Or if it's gonna push below, then it might come back to 21,000. It's just tricky. They're not stupid. Like they know what's going on and they know that everyone is trying to push it back to the stop loss and push a little bit higher and then dump it later. Like no one is gonna just dump it. Or like no like really like, I mean, what do we have today? Not really a lot going on. We have some. Yeah. We have something coming in here, yeah. Could consider exit this one here and then make it back. I'm still holding. Again, moving my stop loss, yes, but then I'll just get stopped out. I think I could like to hold this back to 950 or maybe 21,000. But again, let's see here. I don't know if you exit your second, we open 2. If you exit that one, if you want, you can exit it. Let's see here. Just moving it up just to see if we get a big push, then I will get out. Out for this one here. I closed it. So overall, this is my trades this morning. As you can see, very transparent. This is my first trade, $66. I managed to grow it almost $400. So 1.3%. I know I could make much more, by just being ice cold and keep adding here, because there's no progress above 155 after 15 minutes. And I know they're gonna push it back and they're gonna try to take many orders out. So they wanna push it back to take everyone out, and then they will push it right back again. I saw that yesterday. I'm just not sure how low they're gonna push it. So I think they could push it to 21,000. That was my target. And then maybe below, the stop losses is around here, maybe 950. So they could come back to here and then they could push it right back up again. They could also dump the market now. I could consider doing a short here. But I was right about this one here. If you hold it, congrats. Strong of you. I did not. Yeah, it is what it is. I could consider going for a long here. I think they will try it. They will first dump it and then they will push it back. I might consider doing a quick long here. Doing a quick long, it's very risky. It's against the trend. It's very risky. They could dump it very quick all the way back here. Let's see here. They might sell it off now all the way back to 375. But they could also come some orders in. They could push it back to 21,100. But again, they could also dump it. Selling pressure here. Again, they could dump it. Be aware. Prepare for this one here, that they could dump it and they could sell it below. It's very clear that they want to dump it. But I kind of like understand how like the market moves and also the market behavior. Like it's more like, how are people like really reading the market, the retail investors and all the smart investors, like what are they doing? The smart guys do like what I do. Might not work, but it could work. Let's see here. I'll exit this one here for almost break even. It's not, again, it will push back. It's just very risky. I mean, like if you hold it long, you have the risk of it's gonna come down to 21. And what do you have with like, you're probably gonna exit around here, right? Oh, it's not really worth it. To me, it's not really risky because my overall goal of growing this to 20 million. So because I'm losing 1,000, it doesn't really matter to me at all, like at all. Because I will gain it back in like under 30 minutes trading through a session. I think they're gonna push it back, but they could also dump it. I'm gonna go for a quick long here. It's very risky, okay? Let's see if there's coming a push here. You could try to dump it. Okay, let's get out for 150, 75. 75, 76. But again, what was the risk like? The overall risk is a lot and the reward is not that much. I think I'm just done for now. I traded for 19 minutes. I managed to make almost 2%. I did the right things today. Again, I'm expecting myself to have a 100% win rate. You could probably do that with this very little account, but to be able to do this over and over again, it's not really like sustainable. Like we need to cut losses on time and like not let this run. Like it will be a losing day and I would have lost like everything, not everything, but a lot if this didn't work out. So we put too much risk in. But the only reason why I put a risk in is because of the market condition. That why would they push it up? They're not gonna push it up at all. Like why would they? It's like no one is really at work right now. So why would they push it? So okay, that was it. Thank you, mate. 2%.